Good evening, my name is Shinigami Moroku, and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. Tonight I will be taking on Navarre's Abyssal map with my arena defense team, slightly modified to take on an actual challenge, rather than babysitting the latest bonus unit. If you couldn't tell, Love-Abound's Elibe could be considered my pride and joy, and to be fair, it took a lot of love and support to make him the powerhouse he is today. I prefer enemy phase strategies, so he's running Steady Stance 4, Vengeful Fighter, and Attack Res Bond for his offensive skills, while he gives Spur Def and Res to units he's next to. Now Sheena was my first plus 10 unit, and she runs the usual Disencounter Vengeful Fighter combo with Attack Ploy in her Seal slot, and Spur Attack and Res in her C slot. Adult Tiki is using her typical Lightning Breath, Steady Breath combo, as there aren't any Sword or Dragon units in my team to take advantage of Breath of Fog. Not that it's a good idea, and you'll see why shortly. Now she needs both Quick Riposte and Axe Fighter for this upcoming fight to double certain units that she needs to tank. Now I actually have to run Axe Fighter in her B slot even in the arena, because of the constant appearance of Surtur. Last but not least, Brave Elibe, who's running Chill Speed in his Seal slot, and outside of Astra, his vanilla skill set. You'll be seeing why here in just a second. Now that the team has been introduced, let's go ahead and get this party started. Now this is the starting setup that we want to go with, because our first priority is to take care of these thieves here. Because as you can see, they're running Refined Smoke Dagger and Rogue Dagger, and those will be a pain in the backside if you don't get rid of them quickly. So what we're going to do is move Tiki into this forest here. And now, in order to power this guy down, we're going to cast Attack Speed Ruse by using Rally Attack Defense on Tiki. And then, for our last movements, we're moving Sheena just below Tiki and then swapping the Eliwoods. Now, obviously, she just healed off pretty much all of the damage she took from that moon bow, but she will be taking a little bit of damage from the enemy's poison strike. But thankfully, we don't need to worry too much because now he's gone. Unfortunately, we're now left with a surprisingly serious problem. See, the Axe Fighter here runs a Slaying Hammer, which basically spells utter doom for my armor units. So what we need to do is move Tiki over one more space, and that will draw out both the Cleric and the Axe Fighter. Now, our next bit of business is actually to have Sheena tank, because this particular Manakete is actually very tanky. High speed, high defenses. Now, admittedly, it's meant to be taking ranged attacks mostly between Shield Pulse and Sacred Cowl. But we still need to deal with it. And unfortunately, Elibe, as an unmerged unit, is simply not strong enough to take this guy on. So what we're going to do is use Attack Speed Ruse on both Navarre and the Manakete, which will lower its effective attack power. But we don't want Navarre coming in and using Blazing Wind on the team, especially Sheena. So we're actually going to block off his attack by moving Sheena up. Now we're not going to attack because, again, she prefers enemy phase attacks, and so, unfortunately we don't have a Naga to give her anti-dragon effectiveness. Now, obviously the cleric was able to easily live through Tiki's attacks, but that won't actually matter in the long run, thankfully. Yeah, she could actually tank that Manakite all day. Unfortunately, the Axe Fighter is not fast enough to double Tiki, so he'll actually be living for now. And it's mainly because he was in range of Light Breath, which gave him +5 to all stats. Now, our next bit, now that the enemies have been separated, is to actually switch back to our original tank, because with Navarre here, he's going to be on the warpath. So what we're going to do is move Sheena back to where she originally was, and letting Elwood take this attack, once again buffing Love Abounds Elwood with Brave Elwood. And we'll just leave Tiki there because she'll still be able to easily tank. As you can see, Navarre didn't do enough damage to negate Vengeful Fighter. Oh, believe me, Tiki, I will. Once we're done here, I will. The blue Manakite will do a fair bit of damage, but Elwood will just heal it back. Now, at this point, you could simply... you actually have multiple options here. You can either let these two completely tank the cleric, or my personal favorite, to let Brave Elwood actually get some combat in here and take out the cleric. And with that, Navarre's Abyssal map is finally complete. If you liked or disliked the video, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. And if you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button under the video. If you want to see more videos, the subscribe button is just underneath. Make sure to hit the notification bell, because without it, YouTube will be just about as effective in notifying you as those thieves were effective in attacking Tiki. My name is Shinigami Moroku, and I hope you all have a pleasant night.